This is your girl Sage, aka Sage the Urban Witch, and I'm on back at it with you guys again. Okay, hopefully all goes well today, y'all. I got knocked out due to some very serious, severe storms that were taking place in our area, and I hated that I wasn't able to get back on, but it took a while for everything to, get back online. And so, at the end of the day, we always have to kind of go with the flow. Things happen, just happy to report that, the family is well, all is well, the home is well, and all of this and all of that. So that's the most important thing. Okay, and so we're back on today, you guys. I hope that you guys did receive my little note in the community post that I was coming back on, and we're going to continue the reading from yesterday. Okay, but before we get into it, you guys, let me turn on my big screen, okay, so that I can see myself. And I hope that you guys are doing well today. Okay, happy Thursday. Okay, yeah, happy Thursday. And I hope that you guys
I'm on the outside of my home.
Let me definitely clear that, the feedback there. Wowzers, okay? Yeah, but I hope that you guys are doing well today, okay, in your neck of the woods, okay? Hope that all is well, okay? Hope that you guys had an opportunity to spend some time with your loved ones, let them know that they are appreciated, okay? And as you guys are working and grinding and doing all of the things that you need to do, okay, it's always a good idea to remember, why you're doing these things, okay? It's not just about getting the bag solely for getting it, okay? It's about, your quality of life and, sharing that quality of life with those or that person, that special one that you love, okay? I just felt the need to say that, okay, because we are definitely in some very unprecedented times in terms of chaos and turmoil all over the land, and people with cold hearts, okay, in positions of power, and there's so much injustice going on. And for a lot of us, it's like we tend to really take for granted how wonderful and how peaceful and how fortunate we really are, okay? Can you imagine being in the shoes of some of these people who we are currently watching on social media, such as the parents of I'm sorry, not Justin, Nolan Wells, okay? I blended justice for Nolan Wells, come through spirit, but also with other individuals as well, too, you guys. So, it's time to put aside petty disagreements, okay? Petty arguments and, quarrels and just things that just don't make any sense, okay? And it's just really time to come together. As a family, as a people, as a community, as a nation, as a world, okay? But having said that, you guys, we who are on the team of light, you guys out there who are part of my collective, I'm sure that you guys are always trying to, represent, always trying to do the right thing. But, dear one, unfortunately, people around you don't always try to do the right thing by you. And so, today's topic, you guys, we're going to focus on the hate is really real. This is why they jealous of you, okay? Now, before I get into it, I forgot to, introduce myself to the newcomers, to the passerbys, okay? So, again, you guys, what's up, what's up? My name is Sage. This is Sage, aka Sage the Urban Witch, okay? Welcome to my channel, okay? I thank you guys in advance for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes, okay? I also thank you for those of you guys who are continuing to purchase readings with your girl and also continuing to leave donations through my business website. It is very much so appreciated, okay? Yeah, and so now that I've gotten that out of the way, you guys, I want to let you know that we have 3 piles here, okay? Now, yesterday, when I was trying to get the reading started on and popping, before we had that little glitch and I just totally got booted off, okay? I thought it was my energy, but it was something else, okay? Some storms coming through, okay? Yeah, but I originally had 2 piles yesterday, but I figured that today, you guys, I would go ahead on and give you guys 3 piles today, 3 piles to choose from, and I'm going to try to also be mindful of my time, okay, as well, okay? But we do have 3 cards for you guys to choose, okay? So for those of you guys, if you choose or have already chosen pile 1, we have the devil, okay? Yeah. And then for those of you guys who chose pile 2, we have the card the Fool in reverse, okay? The Fool in reverse. All right. And then for those of you guys who chose pile 3, we have the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. And these particular tarot energies that I'm picking up in the ethers, this is going to represent, dear one, who is the person or the group that has issues with you? The people that hate on you, or the person or the group that hates on you, or that are jealous of you, okay? So this is giving some information about the person, okay? Just want to let you guys know that, okay? All right. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, you guys, let me move these over to the side just a little bit so I'll have enough room as I pull for pile one, okay? So for those of you guys who chose pile one, again, we have the devil. And I'm hearing from spirit right off the bat, dear one, this particular person that is very jealous of you, or this group, this is someone, dear one, they really don't really need to be spending any time thinking about you, because this person has a lot of drama, a lot of chaos going on in their life. They got a lot of issues that they really need to be tending to their own affairs instead of worrying about what you got going on, okay? Because I'm hearing from spirit, whoever this person or this group is, dear one, that is very jealous of you guys, okay? This person has some type of addiction, okay? Actually, come through spirit, I'm hearing they have a lot of addictions, okay? This person may have a sex addiction, okay? I'm hearing sex, drugs, and rock and roll. This could be someone, dear one, they could be in the public eye, or if they're not in the public eye, they can be well known in their community, okay? A lot of people could know them, okay? Now, keep in mind, you guys, that I do read for a lot of different energies, okay? From the upper echelons of society, from Tom, the CEO, all the way down to Paul, the janitor, and everyone in between, okay? So this could indeed be a public figure, okay? You yourself, collective, okay? You could be a public figure yourself, okay? You may not be popped out, or considered to be an A-lister. You could be, up and coming, rising star, but a lot of people know you and you're making a lot of traction, or the vice versa, the same for the other person. But I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, that this is someone, they're very spoiled. They have been used to getting their way. And so, they don't know anything about accountability, anything about responsibility. It's like, they see something, they want it, they go after it. They go after what they consider to be the shiny things. And unfortunately, this always gets them caught up where they get, a bit in the ass. But it's after the fact, because, in the beginning stages of it, they like the chase, okay? They like to live on the wild side, okay? So this person definitely has a lot of, addictions, afflictions, a lot of proclivities there, okay? So I'm definitely hearing, this person has a sex addiction, okay, dear one? One is not enough, okay? 2 and 3 is not enough. This person, they like to have like a whole harem. Okay, they got, a whole harem of, Jezebels and Jezebels, because they ain't nothing but a hoe, okay? Bars, okay? Yeah, so that's this person, dear one. Also, I'm hearing from spirit, this person, they have an addictive personality, very obsessive personality. This person, dear one, or this group, for whatever reason, dear one, they have their eyes set on you, and they're very obsessed with you. They're obsessed with everything from how you look to what you're doing, how you make money, who you're with, okay? They want to know everything about your background, about your upbringing, okay? This person's very nosy, very intrusive, okay? I'm hearing internet sleuth, okay? Yeah, that's this person, dear one. They will definitely go your ass. They will definitely Google your ass. They will definitely try to be some type of private eye, okay? Yeah, this person doesn't know how to keep their nose out of your business, okay? Because they have some type of fascination with you, come through spirit, and it has really bordered over to some type of obsession, okay? So as it stands now, dear one, this person, whether, this is a group or whether this is a specific person, they're very obsessed with you in terms of, I'm hearing from spirit, they want you, they lust for you. It's like they want to bind you to him or her. They want to be a part of your story. They're just going to write themselves in your story, and they don't care that, you're not supposed to be a part of their destiny. It's like they want to, bypass, spiritual law, bypass timelines, bypass the fact that, you don't know their ass from a can of paint, or if you do, you don't want to know them, okay? Whatever the situation is, it's like this person, dear one, they think that they have a right in some way, shape, or form, simply because, they're fascinated by you, that they have a right to, be in your life in whatever way that they feel appropriate for them, whatever way that is going to tickle their fancy, okay? So I'm also hearing, obsessive compulsive, okay? This person has OCD, dear one. They could be someone where they do the same thing over and over. So when it comes to you, dear one, this person is someone that, if they have saw you online, if they have seen you online, okay, or maybe they have seen you in corporate America at your job, okay, or maybe they've seen you walking your dog at your favorite park in your community, and they just so happen to live around you or know where you live. This person will, like clockwork, it's like an obsession. It's like they have a compulsive need to always keep tabs on you. So if that's online, I'm hearing this person has a burner phone. They may have a lot of downloaded videos of you, dear one. They have a lot of screenshots of you. They have a lot of snippets and clips of you, okay, on all of your social media, okay? Yeah, this person's, is giving weird, okay? It's giving weird, dear one, because the energy that I'm picking up from this person who is extremely jealous of you, I'm also hearing like love-hate type of relationship. And they don't know whether they love you or, or they hate you. They don't know whether they want to fight you or fuck you, okay? Come through, spirit. They're just confused now. It's giving schizophrenia. It depends on which way the wind blows, how they feel about you, collective, on any given day. But they have this compulsion to always keep tabs on you. What are you doing? They have some type of secret competition. If you're online, as a content creator or an influencer, they want to try to beat you in terms of, how many times you're posting. They want to try to beat you or one up you in terms of, how many, subscribers and what's your follower count and, how many views and, if you're making money doing this or you making money doing that. It's like they always want to try to compete with you, but then at the same time they talk out the side of their mouth to those around them, to their homeboys and homegirls, and some of them even to their parents, and they talk shit about you and tell everybody, you ain't shit, you can't do this, you can't do that, and they want to try to find fault with everything you do. But it's only because it's like a compulsion. They're trying to look at you with a microscope, and they claim that they're trying to find out something about you. They're trying to expose you. It has to be some type of expose. They know deep down inside that you're not who you claim to be, and so this is why they feel as though they're on a mission to watch you very, very closely and keep tabs on you, dear one, very, very closely, so that they can shout it out to the world. I told you this person wasn't really real. I told you this person was fake. But literally, dear one, this is simply projection, okay? And this is also an excuse. So when their homeboys and homegirls and people around them are like, damn, bro, damn, sis, why you so fascinated with collective? Do you know her? Do you know him? Why you always on their channel? Why you always in their chat? Why you always on their shit? It's like they have to pretend as though they have some type of mission to expose you. Like they feel as though they have some type of, call to justice, and it has something to do with outing you. But really, this is just a cover to just disguise the fact that they're goddamn obsessed and they can't look away and they can't walk away. Okay, so definitely hearing mental type of afflictions. Okay, very compulsive, very obsessed with you, dear one, and what you got going on, okay? This person could also be someone, dear one, they practice the dark arts, okay? So, they down with the shit, but unfortunately, they use it to violate people's free will, to intrude upon people's boundaries. So I'm hearing domination spells, okay? I'm hearing love spells, okay? I'm hearing, for those of you guys, if you know who this person is or even who this group is, you guys have to constantly do cord cuttings and shit, you have to constantly do some type of work to cleanse your energy, okay? Because this person is always sending, they try to send entities, I'm hearing incubus, succubus spirit. They're always sending evil eye, okay? They're always chanting and thinking about you. They're always trying to record something that has your image on it, like online, like a photo or a video or something, so that they can have what they perceive to be a direct point of contact. So when they're wanking off or rubbing off, dear one, they're trying to, infiltrate into your spiritual energy, into your aura. Okay, this person is weird. And what makes them so weird, dear one, is that they do all of this backdoor shit, but they would never ever confront you in your face. If they have a problem with you, they would never let you know. If, and they do, okay? And if they have this obsession with wanting to be with you and trying to bind you to them, And they do. They would never tell you, but they do all this backdoor janky ass shit, lighting candles, wanking off, trying to, collect memorabilia or things of you online, offline, or however they can get it. And it's like this person literally, it's like they want to make a shrine of you. I'm also hearing destiny swapping because there's something about you guys having this intrinsic quality of who you are. Very high vibrational. And you're at the point now, dear one, a lot of you guys where you may not have the quote unquote entourage per se. You don't have all of the resources just yet per se. But for what you have, and for how you're working it, dear one, you are making quite a name for yourself. Okay, you guys got a lot of eyes on you, and this person's very envious of the fact that you're doing a lot with just a little in terms of resources, or maybe even in terms of support. Okay, and this person's always trying to compete with you. Okay, it is very weird. Okay, but they want to bind you to them, by any means necessary. So they do spell work, they do the janky. Okay. I'm hearing that this person could also come through spirit. This person could also be a Luciferian. Okay. They could be a follower of Aleister Crowley. Okay. I'm hearing do as thou wilt is the law. Okay. So they think that there's no consequences. They think they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Okay. They're about to get sat down. They're about to get found out. Okay. Yeah, is what I'm hearing from spirit. Also, this person, dear one, they suffer from depression. Okay. They suffer from depression. And they're always trying to do, a lot of, I'm hearing pills, okay, opiates, okay. They do a lot of, substances because they call themselves trying to, ascend and evolve and reach a higher level. I'm hearing nirvana. They talk all that bullshit. It's like, no, motherfucker, you just want to get high. Okay, quit with all that spiritual wibble wobble, jibber jabber bullshit, talking about how you trying to ascend and how you trying to open up your motherfucking pineal gland and your third eye. This person also does a lot of shrooms. Dear one, come through spirit, that's coming through as well. Okay, they always want to be high out of their mind. Okay, because it's like it's like a form of escapism to them. In a lot of ways it makes them feel powerful, and also because in real life they're lame. In real life they feel powerless. Yeah, in real life they feel as though they don't have any type of sense of control. Okay. Also, dear one, this person, they want to latch onto you. They want to be the God in your life. They essentially want to be your handler because somebody is handling their ass. Okay, you see how the devil is in charge with the hand up in the air, representing above and below. He got your ass on lock in the spirit realms and in the flesh. Okay, and then you have two people. Well, whoever this person is attached to, dear one, first of all, they're not happy. They could be in a situation or a situation shit with somebody. They ain't happy. That could also be a contract that they're in. This could also be some type of, lifestyle that they lead where they're essentially being handled. They can't do what they want to do, how and when and, why they want to do it. So they hate the fact, dear one, that according to them, you're some type of free bird. Like, bitch, who are you? Mofo, who are you? You think you can just go out and do that and do this and not have no consequences, not have to answer to nobody, not have to bow down to anybody? See, that's the essential reason, dear one, come through spirit. That's the essential reason why this person is like, obsessed with you and why they're also jealous of you. Because in comparison to them, dear one, they see you as someone that is free. You don't have to answer to nobody, okay? You don't have to be beholden to anybody. You don't have to bow down to anyone, certainly not this particular person or anyone like them, okay? You're sovereign, you're independent, you're self-sufficient, okay? Yeah, you're not codependent, you don't have to, subject yourself to compromising situations because you can't make it on your own, because you can't live on your own. But some way or another, dear one, this person, although they wear this mask that they're all that they got it going on. Everybody loves them. Everybody checking for them, dear one. But they ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. They ain't got no money. They always got somebody that's funding their lifestyle. It's somebody they with that they don't like. Okay. I'm also hearing, dear one, they'll do strange things for change. And they hate the fact that, collective. You seem to be so free, I hate that I gotta do certain things that you don't have to do, bitch. I hate that, for what I have, in terms of material possessions, there were so many things that I had to do that I didn't want to do, but I see you getting it, and you ain't have to do, you ain't have to struggle, you ain't have to compromise yourself like I did. Now, see, they want to blame you, dear one, but you ain't had nothing to do with that. You wasn't in the room with them when they was trying to choose door number 1, 2, 3, or 4. That ain't got nothing to do with your ass, okay? Come through, spirit. But somehow, dear one, this person is projecting, okay? Damn, y'all. With the streams, I'm in the ethers now. I don't want to be here till 8 o'clock. Okay? But that's a little bit of tea, dear one, in terms of, the energy surrounding who this person is, dear one, that is very, very jealous of you. Okay? I see some hearts and everything. Thank you guys for the love. Appreciate you. And after the read, you guys, I'm going to say hi to the chat and give you guys some shout outs. Okay? All right. So the next card we have, you guys, okay, we have mystery, okay. Dear one, this person or this group now, they are so jealous of you because you appear to have this type of mystique, this aura about you. I'm hearing, who's that girl? La, 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 la. It's like, whoever you are, this also could apply to the fellas as well, okay? Apply the situation where it fits, okay? I'm hearing, when you step into a room, dear one, it's like your energy is speaking before you even open up your mouth, People could be in mid-sentence, talking in a group or doing this or doing that, but, they'll just automatically turn around and make a beeline and make eye contact with you. Like, who are you? It's something about your aura, dear one. You're very mysterious, okay? I'm hearing earth angel, okay? Yeah, you have a very strong presence, okay? It's like, you the shit, and everybody knows it too, okay? This is the aura that you're getting off. But I'm hearing, dear one, that you do it in a way where it doesn't come across as like, arrogant or sedity. It doesn't come across as like, you're bragging, because I'm hearing you guys have this type of quiet strength. Okay, this quiet presence where your energy is louder than your words, okay? Yeah, it's like you cannot be ignored. For those of you guys where this is to be true, you may have always had a lot of situations where, say, for example, you tried to go to, you tried to go to a get together, with some friends or associates or workmates or something, and you tried to say to yourself, I'm just going to be here for a little while. I'm just going to say hi, and then I'm going to, I'm going to dip on out, or I'm going to hang back in the cut and just observe people. I don't really want to be in the mix. I just want to observe. But it's like, it's so hard for you to try to, keep to yourself because your energy is so loud. You try to duck off in a corner somewhere, and then 3 or 4 people walking up to you, somebody then offer to buy you a drink, somebody want to take a picture of you, whether they getting your permission or not, okay? Somebody want to be in your energy so close up on you that if you yawn or if you move yourself or shift your energy, shift your balance, you're going to bump his elbow or her elbow. That's how close people like to get to you, dear one, because your energy is so loud. So a lot of times, you guys be trying to just hide. I'm just, okay, baby, I'll be right back. I'm just going to run up here to Costco, get this one little thing, boom, boom, boom. I'll be back in like 15, 20, no later than 20, okay? And then it's like, damn, you just trying to, get what you need to get. And then, all of a sudden, it's like everybody want to come up to you and talk to you, with nobody in that aisle. Nobody was in aisle 5 until you got there. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, damn, it's like a goddamn swarm. Like, what's happening, okay? Everybody, their grandma, meemaw, pawpaw want to tell you their life story. And you're like, God damn, now I just came to get some sauce for my stir fry. I wasn't here for all of that, okay? But this is your energy, dear one. It's like people see you as like, wow, who is this person? Your energy is just exuding like royalty. It's exuding you like, I'm not from here. Like, I'm hearing, I've been here before. What's her name, y'all? Something, I can feel, I've been here before. Oh, come through, Spirit. Old school, y'all. Thank you, Spirit. Tina Marie. It's like people look at you guys, dear one, And it's like, you give off this aura that you've been here before. A lot of you guys, you may be very, very wise beyond your years, okay? I'm hearing old soul. You're very brilliant. A lot of people, they like, dang, how she know that? How he know that, okay? And a lot of you guys are very intuitive too, and so that just adds to the aura, that adds to the mystique. And you guys may also have a lot of copycats, dear one, because it's like, people want to imitate you. They feel as though, oh, well, hell, if I wear that, if I wear that jewelry, if I wear my hair like that, if I get, my lineup like bruh got it, hell, maybe I can get some of that it factor, some of that aura rubbing off on me too, okay? But it don't quite work out that way. But they do, my dear one, and because of it, they become very, very jealous of you, okay, is what I'm hearing from spirit. Let's see what else, dear one, okay? Why are they so jealous of you? Okay, yeah. I'm hearing sadness. Yeah. Dear one, I'm hearing from spirit that you guys have a lot of people that are jealous of you because they get sad by the fact that, you guys are an overcomer and that, whatever type of situation that they may have found you in, at once upon a time when they thought that, damn, yeah, finally I got the upper hand. Yeah. Finally I'm making more money than her or him. Yeah. Finally I got this, I got that. When they met you at a certain season of your life, dear one, where you may have been struggling or you may have been going through some things. Maybe there was a crisis, maybe there was a death in a family, maybe there was something that you were dealing with, maybe there was a very tumultuous breakup. And by the fact, dear one, that, instead of this, making you go down and stay down for the count, you rose back up. This is, this sends a lot of people into a spiral. This causes a lot of people, dear one, to be jealous of you guys and to hate on you because they know that if they would have gone through half the shit that you would have gone through, they wouldn't even know they first from their goddamn last name, okay? They would just be crazy as hell, okay? On all types of medication and all types of shit, okay? But you. And they hate the fact that, you're like some type of overcomer. And it's almost to this person or to this group, dear one, it's like a slap in their face. Because some of them know, and some of them can kind of just figure out that because you're like this, I'm hearing like, lone wolf. Some of you guys are giving that popular loner type of energy. So they know that at the end of the day, if you got yourself out the mud, you didn't have support, you didn't have a lot of resources, it was just you, okay? I'm hearing you and spirit, you and God, okay? You and your ancestor team, okay? But you was doing all of the heavy work, all of the heavy lifting. You was putting in all of the sweat equity, okay? If you fell into a ditch, it was you that got yourself out, okay? And so by the very fact, dear one, that you have a lot of people that's sitting back hating on you and they're very jealous of you, these people have, by all intents and purposes, they got more people that they can call on. They got more, so-called support. Some of them, they have more material possessions, okay? Some of them, they have a bigger network. But you're able to get more done than these people. And, you pretty much running circles around these motherfuckers. And, it's making them upset now, okay? It's making them, look in the mirror and be like, damn, well, who am I, okay? I got all of this going on. I got all of that. And this bitch, this mofo still trailblazing past my ass. Like, what the hell going on? So somebody is really salty, dear one, that you make it do with just a little, okay? You turn a little into a lot, and they hate that, okay? This is like a happiness hater here. And they also hate, dear one, that, I'm hearing from spirit that you guys have a story to tell, okay? I'm hearing that, a lot of people would like to pick your brain and just figure out how did you overcome? How did you make it, okay? I'm hearing that a lot of you guys in this season of your life, okay, you are, turning your pain into purpose, baby, and you're turning your purpose into profit, okay? You getting that bag. Okay. And another reason why they jealous of you, dear one, is because, they see that again, it's like you guys have that Midas touch. It's like you believe in yourself so much, you bet on yourself so much that you will literally create something for you, something out of thin air. Whereas the person or the people that's jealous of you, they need every motherfucking thing to be handed to them. I can't get it done because I need this, I need that, I need him, I need her. And you like, fuck it. Where the money at? Where did this at? Where did that at? Okay, what I need, I got this thing, I got that thing, I got that thing. Okay, boom, let me figure it out. Leave me alone. Let me get it together. I'm going to figure it out. And then, lo and behold, you come back and you got a whole lot of stuff done with a whole, with just a look. And people looking at you like, damn, how did bruh do that? Damn, how did sis do that? Okay, you got the it factor, okay? You got the Midas touch, y'all. And y'all need to know that because some of you guys, because it's you, you're like, okay, this is normal. This is normal that when people, throw me into the, into the water that I gotta sink or swim, and that I always swim and come out on top because I refuse to go. You may think that's normal, but it's not normal. And everybody else around you, dear one, particularly the people that are very jealous of you or the person, they know that it's not normal. They know that there's something extraordinary about you. Okay? Come through, spirit. Yeah. I'm going to pick another card, you guys, from this deck, and then we'll move on to a few more other cards. Okay? The hate is really real, y'all, okay? And this is why they're jealous of you, okay? Let's see. We have passion in reverse, okay? Someone is jealous of you, dear one, because it's like, although you're a very passionate, loving, creative person, you know how to turn it on and off at will, okay? Whether that is to turn it on and off to protect yourself, to keep yourself away from them raggedy ass mud ducks, them raggedy ass gutter rats that don't deserve you. They don't even deserve your damn attention. They don't even deserve you to look in their direction, okay? But yet they still look upon you, dear one, and they still see that, damn, this motherfucker, they making somebody happy. This bitch, she making somebody happy. Somebody making her happy. They still giving they love. They still, whoever they around, that person is very, very, very lucky. They're very fortunate because, whoever collective is around, collective is going to lift that person up. Collective is going to help that other person boss up because they got boss up energy. So whoever gets with this person, they can't help but be bossed up, okay? So this person's sitting back, in the cut. They jealous. They mad, dear one. Because it's almost like they're asking themselves, okay, well, I know I ain't getting the loving, but damn it, who is? I know that good mojo ain't rubbing off on me. Well, I'm able to manifest simply by being in their life. So who is, okay? So this person, dear one, come through, spirit. Whoever this person is, dear one, or whoever this group is, they're very upset, dear one, that when it comes to them, you cold as hell, okay? Yeah, you done turned off all of your love, okay? I'm hearing cold, dun, 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 blooded, what more can I say? Yeah, you cold-blooded when it comes to these motherfuckers because this is what they deserve. But they see that you still got it. You still have that empathy. You still have that compassion. It's just that, now you vetted out and you determine who is worthy of your love, come through, spirit, who is worthy of your attention, and who goddamn ain't, okay? Yeah, and this is why they jealous. This is why they so jealous, because see, they can't turn it off, come through, spirit. And then another message that came through, somebody, dear one, that thought that they was going to play on your top. Somebody, dear one, that thought that they was the shit. They was all of that, all of that bag of chips with hot sauce and dip on the side. And they thought that you would never leave, huh? They thought that they put it on you so tough and so rough, how you like it, that you wouldn't go nowhere. Come through, spirit. But you left and you didn't come back. And this person thought that they were the heartbreaker. They thought that they had the gift of gab. They thought that, they had it going on, but, I'm hearing from spirit, you did that Uno reverse on that motherfucker. And now, dear one, some of y'all got a player, they crying in their beer. Y'all got a player that swore up and down that they had you wrapped around their finger, they was doing this and doing that and that. And okay, yeah, she upset or he upset. They'll be back, because I know who I am, baby. I put it on them. No, you didn't put it on them too tough, bruh, because they gone and they ain't motherfucking coming back. And so now this person, dear, whoever they are, they in their feelings because they're the type of person where, they feel like they do all the leaving. They do all the ghosting. They do all the love bombing. Who are you? So they feel as though, you have beat them at their own game and they're very salty over it, and they're very jealous of you because they're like, damn, how did he flip it on me? And now here I am, I'm the type of person where, I love them and leave them alone. I don't be thinking about them. And it's like, dear one, whoever you are, they thinking about your ass, okay? Morning, noon, and motherfucking night. Come through, spirit. Oh, yeah. And this is why they jealous, yeah? This is why they jealous, dear one, okay? I'm going to pull one card from another deck, okay? And then I'm going to see if I might need to do another card. And then we're going to move on to pile 2, okay? But dear one, as spirit is relaying to you guys, the hate is really real now, okay? And this is why they're jealous, okay? Let's see, spirit. We have the crown chakra number 7, the crown chakra number 7. I'm hearing from spirit right off the bat, dear one. You guys have a person or a group of people that are very jealous of you guys because you're tuned in and tapped in. This could be someone that, they're sitting back in the cut and they're trying to, they're trying to compete with you based on your spiritual gifts, your intuitive abilities, okay? This could be someone, dear one, again, they're a coward. They would never approach you, but they sit back in the cut trying to create some type of witch war, or they're trying to see, oh, okay, this person claim they so spiritual, huh? Oh, they claim they so gifted, huh? Well, I wonder if they gonna be able to see in the ethers, what the fuck I'm gonna do on this full moon, okay? Yeah, we just had one the other day. We still in the full moon and aqua energy, yeah? So this could be a janky mofo, dear one, that just recently have done some type of, binding spell or some type of, they did some type of shit, and they're trying to figure out, okay, well, he claimed or, she claimed, they all this and they all that, they intuitive. Well, let's see how intuitive they are when they see this fireball coming at their ass, okay, on this goddamn full moon. So this is someone, dear one, again, coward, because they would never approach you. Come through spirit with that confirmation. We know it to be true. They would never confront you out in the open, but they do all type of shit, behind the scenes, back in the cut, okay? Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching your social media. I'm looking at your messages. I'm looking and I see that, you're a very spiritually gifted person. You guys could be some type of spiritual teacher, okay? You could also be a motivational speaker. It's something about, you have a very powerful voice, but on top of that, you guys receive a lot of downloads, okay? This person or this group, they're jealous of you, dear one, because they feel as though you have some type of cheat sheet. How the hell are you finding that out? How the hell do you know that? Where are you getting your information from? Because, I tried to Google it and I can't find it. Well, dear one, you ain't gonna find it, goddamn it. Well, not them, you dear one. I'm saying to them, they ain't gonna find it because the type of information, the type of downloads that you guys receive, you can't get it from Google. You can't get it from, DuckDuckGo, okay? Yeah, you can't get it from Tor. You can't get it on the dark web, okay? Yeah, you can't get it from school. You can't get it at a uni. You can't go to school and get some type of certificate or certification. This is coming straight down from the ethers, okay? And a lot of you guys, you down with the shit. A lot of you guys come from very powerful bloodline, okay, where you could have, medicine men, medicine women, shamans in your family. You got some good, some not so good. But a lot of you guys are very much so tuned in and tapped in. And so this person or this group, dear one, they're very jealous of the fact that, you know what? I don't like how much they know because I feel like now they getting up into my shit. Some of you guys, dear one, you have a person or a group that's so jealous of you because, you be telling on their ass, okay? And you ain't even in their face. Okay, you be reading them they motherfucking rights, okay? You be letting them know that you can see in the ethers, okay? That they doing this, they doing that they janky, that no matter how much they try to hide, okay? They might fool a lot of other people, dear one, but they're not fooling you, okay? And this is why they're jealous, okay? They're always competing with you, even as I look at the number 7. Come through spirit, the number 7 representing spirituality, represent you guys are complete and whole, okay? A lot of you guys, you're so spiritually gifted, you don't need to hang around a whole group of people. You don't need a posse, okay? Because, a lot of you guys, your posse is in the spirit realms, okay? Your ancestors don't play about you, okay? Y'all got some spiritual goons, okay? So, yeah, it's essentially like, you rolling with an army, you rolling with a posse, but it's almost like, it's more of a threat to, the average person because they can't see who you rolling with, so they can't try to ambush you because they wouldn't even see it coming. They don't see who and what you working with, dear one. Come through spirit. And this is why they're jealous, okay? Yeah. So that's a little bit of the tea, dear one, for those of you guys who chose pile 1, okay? Which, the hate is really real, and this is why they jealous of you, okay? I'm going to give you guys some signs, okay? Then I'm going to move on to pile 2, okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Libra. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also hearing Scorpio moon, Gemini rising, Aries moon, and Cancer rising and Cancer moon. Thank you, Spirit. Tristan, Jacob, Mary Ann, Leanna, Victoria, Paul, Peter, Anthony or Tony or Tone could be, come through spirit with that nickname. Anthony or Tony or Tone could be someone's nickname, okay? It could be you or theirs, okay? And I'm also hearing Brian. Thank you, spirit, okay? That's some of the names that came through. For those of you guys who chose pile one, could be your name, could be somebody that you know, could be somebody that you need to watch out for because they's a jealous motherfucker, okay? Yeah. All right, so for those of you guys who chose pile two, okay, we have the card, the Fool in reverse, the Fool in reverse, okay? So again, you guys, if you're just coming in and you want to know the energy surrounding this card, this is representing the person or the group that is jealous of you, okay? Like what is their personality traits and this and that, okay? So we have the Fool in reverse, dear one. So I'm hearing from spirit right off the top, for the person or the group that is, that's hating on you guys, is very jealous of you. This is someone, dear one, they're irresponsible, okay? It's like they piss in the wind, they have no responsibilities, or they have a lot, but they choose to push it off on other people, okay? This person pretends as though, I'm the cool guy, I'm the cool girl, I'm the one that everyone wants to be with. But it's like, that will fizzle out really quickly because this person, once you get beyond the fact that, you could deal with this type of person for a good time, but not a long time, this person, you can't build no foundation with this person because they're always pissing in the wind, because they're always trying to, go to the club, Also, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, peer pressure gets to this person. Now, this person is, I'm hearing like, they grown, okay? So they could be like 30 plus, but it's like, they're still caught up in trying to receive the validation of everybody and those around them. Okay? This person is like a shapeshifter. They'll change their personality and how they talk and, what they, represent, all of their swag. They'll change it all the way up depending on what circle that they're in. It's like they have an identity crisis, okay? And as far as, this person, as far as, why they're so jealous of you, is because, all of the qualities that you have, they're absent, they're missing in this person, dear one. This person wishes that they had, your glow. They wish that they had your it factor, okay? This person, they feel as though they have to be loud, okay? Loud and wrong. They have to be around a crowd in order to get any type of attention. Whereas you, dear one, you can just be vibing by yourself and, you draw a crowd to you, okay? And you're very, very authentic, okay? Whereas this person, they're always trying to put up a front, okay? I'm hearing lights, camera, action. It's like this person's trying to do everything that's popular, everything that's trendy, and essentially they look like a fool because people be looking at them like, dude, like, who are you? Like, sis, like, who are you? Okay, I don't even know, because every damn day your ass change, okay? You got a different personality every day and twice on Sundays, motherfucker. Get it together, figure out who you are. Okay, come through spirit. This person, dear one, I'm also hearing from spirit, they have like, low self-esteem, okay? Yeah, I'm also hearing, it's like, it's giving clown. It's giving they want to get a lot of attention. And so, they don't mind trying to be the center of attention. This person likes a lot of drama, okay? They like a lot of drama around them, or otherwise they'll get bored. And they also like a lot of drama around them. Otherwise, nobody would pay their ass attention. They wouldn't pay them any attention because this person, they're kind of boring, okay? But they want to be liked. They want to be followed. They want to be cool. They want to be down so bad, but they ain't got what it takes to be that, okay? They want somebody to follow them, but they ain't going no goddamn where. Come through spirit, yeah. Also, I'm hearing from spirit, this person is very moody, okay? They could have anger issues. They could go from 0 to 100, just like that, okay? And they hate the fact, dear one, for some of you guys, if you know this person, this is someone that one of the reasons why they're jealous of you is because unlike them, you know how to control your emotions, okay? You don't let people push your buttons. You don't let people back you into a corner. You don't let people put you into a compromising situation where, you may have more to lose than them, or you're going to get caught up in some type of legal situation or this or that, okay? You're the type of person where you count up the cost. You're going to make sure that, hey, is it even worth me, punching this motherfucker in their mouth, okay? Because I know it'll feel good for about a good 2 to 5 minutes. But then after that, hell, I'm not trying to come up out of my pocket. I'm not trying to go to jail because, your girl or your guy, I don't look good in prison orange, goddamn it. So, listen here, I'm going to have to walk away. I understand I got more to lose than this janky motherfucker here, okay? See, you know how to think. They don't. They're very reactive. They get caught up in a lot of things. And one of the other reasons why they're jealous of you, dear one, because they can't push your buttons and back you into a corner. This person likes to rage bait. They like to argue. They like to bring people into their drama and then sit back and watch the show. But you're the type of person where you're so in control of your emotions, okay? You're not going to allow anyone to, pull on your emotions, pull on your strings, okay? You will check a bitch, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit, you will count up the cost first and you will decide, okay, what's the consequence if I bust this motherfucker in his eye on a Tuesday? What type of consequences will I be looking at on a Friday? Okay, you're gonna go through all of that. It's like you're gonna scan them like, okay, got my home, got my mortgage, got my baby, my boo, got my children, okay, yeah, I got this paper I'm stacking, okay, yeah, I got this business. Motherfucker, you ain't worth it, okay? I'll let somebody else handle your ass, okay? You's a roach, okay? I'm stomping with the big dogs, okay? Yeah, so this person, they hate that they can't bring you down to their level, okay? Because that's the only way that they can get any type of action is to, bring you down, because they certainly can't come up to you. They don't have what it takes, okay? They're ill-equipped, okay? Yeah, come through, spirit. So that's a little bit of the tea, dear one, in terms of this person. Now we're going to get into some more tea, dear one, in terms of, yeah, the hate is really real. But this is why they jealous of you, dear one, this fool here, okay? Yeah, don't want nobody to know they're a fool, but they are a straight up fool, okay? Yeah. All right. And then the next card we have, you guys, is surrender in reverse, okay? I'm going to flip it so you guys can see it. It's kind of shiny, so I don't know if you guys can see it. But it says surrender in reverse, okay? So I'm hearing from spirit right off the bat, dear one, this person or this group, they're very, very jealous of you guys because they can't get you to go against your morals, your values, They can't try to control you or manipulate you in some way, shape, or form. They want to have some props to say, yeah, I got this person on lock, or yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's like they feel as though, they gonna get some type of six-pack and Scooby snacks, everyone, when it comes to you and them, saying that, they got you on lock, they can control you or they possess you or something like that. But you're the type of person, everyone, I'm hearing you're very strong-willed, come through spirit. You have your own mind. And you'll listen to other people in terms of, their opinions and what they think about this or what they think about that. But at the end of the day, because you're the one that have to live with the consequences, you're going to be the one that's going to make the final say about your life and about what you got going on. And there is someone, they're very jealous of the fact that you have your own mind, that you don't buckle down to peer pressure, okay? That you're not willing to allow people to, control or possess you, You're not willing to, not want to rock the boat, okay? I'm hearing you will rock that motherfucker, okay? Long time, okay? And they're very, very jealous of that, dear one. It's very much so giving that this person or this group, dear one, that is jealous of you guys, a lot of times they're jealous because of your courage. Yeah, they're jealous because of your tenacity, okay? Yeah, so that's some of the reasons, okay? Let's pull some more. Come through, spirit, okay? Spirit, tell my collective, why they got people that's, very jealous of them, what's going on here, okay? Let's see. We have the strength card in reverse, you guys. The strength card in reverse, okay? I'm hearing from spirit, dear one. There was someone that, this person or this group, they tried to hide behind you. And they tried to make it seem like you were the weak link, okay? But you really were the strong person, but you didn't really, do a lot of rah-rah. You didn't do a lot of fighting. You didn't do a lot of this. If somebody spoke out of your, spoke out of context about you, you didn't come to people saying, yeah, bro, I know you lying about me. This is what I heard. This is what's about to go down. Or, you didn't do nothing like that. You gave people enough rope to hang their own self, okay? But, people are very jealous of you, dear one, because, again, it's giving, I want to try to go toe to toe with you. I want to take you off your square. I want to make you do this and make you do that. I want to, spin the narrative about who you are. I want to, control how other people feel about you. I want to try to control how you feel about yourself. And none of that, dear one, has worked. And I'm hearing from spirit, it ain't going to work. Okay. Yeah. Also, I just heard spill the beans wanted to come out. Dear one, someone is jealous of the fact that, you're not afraid to speak out for yourself, okay? Whether it's, letting somebody know that, you're not going to let them get away with what they did to you, or how they may have cheated you out of something, or, exploited you or used you in some way, or, whether it has something to do with someone that you love or someone that you're called to, be a voice to, okay? You're not afraid to, stand out there by yourself and, do the right thing when everybody else is huddled together doing the wrong thing, okay? And whoever this person is or whoever this group is, dear one, they're very jealous of that, okay? I'm hearing you have strength. You have quiet strength. It doesn't take all of that rah-rah, okay? The main people, dear one, and, I know this to be true, okay? And even my Nana used to say, baby, never underestimate a person that's quiet. Because those are the motherfuckers that will tear your ass up, okay? Come through spirit. Nana coming through. Hey, Nana. And I know it to be true. And, it took me a long time to realize that Nana was talking about herself, okay? And she was talking about me, okay? As she was raising me up in the shamanic tradition, okay? Yeah, leave us alone. Leave us the fuck alone, okay? Don't come for us if we didn't send for your ass, okay? We will return you back to sender, okay? Quickly and expeditiously. We will put a stamp and a bow on that motherfucker, okay? Come through spirit. And some of you guys are like that as well, okay? And people hate that, dear one. They can't get you to, fall off your square. They can't get you to overreact, okay? Instead of respond, okay? They can't get you to, do their bidding, do their will. You're not afraid of a lot of people. You're not afraid to step out on your own. Whoever these persons are, or this person, dear one, they get easily intimidated by what they perceive to be as power or fear, okay? And so they get it twisted. They think that, the loudest person is the one that has all of the smoke, but really it's the ones that's quiet, okay? Them the ones that your ass better watch out for, okay? Because you won't see that smoke coming, okay, until it's too late, okay? Meanwhile, everyone else, that's talking all that shit and all that rah-rah, they already letting you know before they step up in the room what they gonna do, what they trying to do. So you could have been and just popped their ass in the back of their head. They would get somewhere and sit down. They've been, fell out somewhere. Okay, next. So you talking all of that shit. You ain't ready to do nothing because you still running your mouth. Okay, yeah. So my Nana taught me that, you guys, and I know that to be true. And a lot of you guys are this way as well, okay? And whoever this person or this group is, they're one that's very jealous of you. They're very intimidated by your strength. Okay, they're very intimidated that they can't get you to stoop down to their level. Come through spirit. They're very intimidated that they can't get you to, tell on yourself, tell what you got going on, tell what is your strengths. I'm hearing, Samson, where does your strength lie? Okay, someone is, they jealous, dear one, they're bitter that they're not able to find out, wherein lies your strength, your power, your fortitude, your resilience, okay? And they ain't gonna find out, okay? It's none of their goddamn business, okay? It's on a need to know basis. So I don't know you, so you don't need to know, okay? Come through spirit. Let's see what else, dear one. This is why they're jealous of you. Okay, this one wanted to just pop out. We have faith in reverse. Faith in reverse. Come through spirit. I'm hearing from spirit right off the bat, dear one. There is a person or there's a group, dear one, that is very, very jealous of you, because as much as they have tried to, break you down, I'm hearing break your spirit. I'm hearing they have really been trying to, create situations behind the scene, dear one, to make it feel like, no matter what you would do, you would never make it. You would never succeed. Okay, that business ain't gonna get off the ground. Okay. That woman don't love you, she gonna leave your ass, okay? That man don't love you, he gonna leave your ass, okay? Same sex or opposite sex, it all applies, okay? It was like they were always trying to, put you in some type of goddamn Truman show where they would sit back and do little shit to you, say shit, do shit, sabotage shit, and then sit back and see how you would react, how you would respond, or how you would come out of that. And essentially it was like these people, dear one, whatever you believe in, they hate that, they're intimidated by that. It's essentially like they wanted you to curse your God. They would do shit to you and be like, yeah, where your support now? Where your God at now? Where you got this faith, or you spiritual now? You spiritual now? Well, what that's doing for you, bruh? What that's doing for you, sis? You didn't see this, when I catch your ass and gave your ass the pink slip, partner. Where was your God then? Yeah, it's like these motherfuckers, dear one. They're always trying to test you guys. They're always trying to back you into a corner, but they're very much so afraid of your strength. They are afraid of your faith, dear one. And no matter what they do to you, you're gonna still keep rising up. Okay, you're gonna get better. Okay, you may go 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, but then you're gonna get yourself together, and then you're gonna go 6 steps forward. So you're gonna make up for the lost time. You're gonna make up for the lost money. You're gonna make up for all of the lost energy. And then they sitting back scratching their head trying to figure out how are they doing it. Don't worry about all that, partner. My collective doing it, okay? Don't worry about all that, sis. Don't worry about all that, bruh, okay? They motherfucking doing it. It's none of your business, okay? Yeah. So, dear one, this is why they're so jealous of you, okay? They can't trip you up, okay? They can't weaken you. They can't break you down. They can't break your spirit, okay? They can't make you switch up, okay? Well, whatever you got going on, collective, that ain't working for you, girl. See where we got you, we got you hemmed up. You might as well come over here on the other side. You like, no thank you. I know, it's the 11th hour, and right just about when I'm about to give up. I know my breakthrough coming, so don't you worry about me, okay? I got it, okay? Yeah, they hate that, dear one. That last stream is giving a lot of family energy on it, toxic family, dear one. They thought that, you would be afraid to leave them. You would be afraid to make it on your own, okay? You would be afraid to stand out there as that lone wolf, as that popular loner, doing the right thing against all of them that grouped up against you to do the wrong thing, and that you would eventually make it out on top, without them, and that they can't motherfucking come with you now that you own the top, because Spirit made it so, once you separated yourself away from this person or away from these people, they would not be able to partake of all of the blessings and all of the opportunities that Spirit has for you, okay? Oh, they mad about that. They very jealous, because they like, well, damn, why collective and not me? We grew up in the same house. We grew up in the same hood, the same community. We went to the same school. How the hell do they have this and I don't have it? Because you ain't collective, motherfucker. Now sit down, okay? Go sit down. Go sit down, okay? Yeah, come through, Spirit. I'm going to give you guys another card here, okay? And then I'm going to give you guys some signs, and then we're going to move on to pile 3, okay? Yeah, y'all got it going on, pile 2. All of you guys, pile 1 and pile 2, okay? And pile 3, I ain't even done y'all yet, okay? I know y'all got it going on, okay? As part of the collective here, and you got a lot of people, dear one, that's very, very jealous of you because of your strength, okay? Because you won't give up, because you won't allow anyone to try to live your life for you, okay? You're going to live it according to your own terms, as long as you ain't hurting nobody, okay? And you're going to damn sure make sure that ain't nobody going to hurt you, okay? Yeah, they want you to be a punk so bad is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Come through, Spirit. They want to punk you so bad, but they can't, okay? They know they'll get their asses handed to them, dear one, either by you or by your spirit team, or for most of you guys, both, okay? I'm hearing don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come through, Spirit. Yeah. Next card we have, you guys, is the 8 of Wands in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse. Dear one, somebody is jealous, or some group is jealous of the fact, dear one, that they can't get in contact with you. And they know that you're the type of person where, your energy and your time and how you value yourself is so exclusive. You're not letting anybody in, because now you know your worth, and now you know that one of the mistakes that you had made was allowing anybody and everybody in, especially this particular person or this particular group, dear one, that is very, very jealous of you. So they see that, well, I see, a collective out there, talking, doing their thing. They on social media. They got friends, they got a lover, they got a boo, a spouse, a whoop de doop, But dear one, they're not allowed to come back in your life. They're not at the part of your inner circle, okay? They not on your top 5, okay, when it comes to you looking in your celly, okay, to call somebody. They ain't on that motherfucker at all. And so, this person or this group, dear one, they're very jealous because they felt as though, they was going to have all access to you all the time, that access would never be denied to them. And meanwhile, they thought at the same time, they wanted that they were going to be able to isolate you from other people and that they would just have you all to themselves. Okay. It's given like culty. Okay. It's given like, I want all of the benefits of what collective can offer, what collective can bring to the table. But, I'm not going to give them nothing in return because I've already programmed them to believe that, they don't really deserve nothing but these goddamn breadcrumbs that I'm giving them. Okay. And then meanwhile, I'm going to work on their top so hard that they're going to be afraid to go out into the real world and meet other people and dare venture out and see that, it's other people in the world, people that will actually love and support their ass, unlike us. They'll never get to that point. Okay. But now that these people, they're jealous, dear one, that you may have cut them off. Okay, I'm hearing no contact. You may have relocated away from this person or this group, okay, and they have no access to you, okay. The communication is cut off, is in reverse, so they could be trying all they might to try to figure out where you are. I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, you guys are protected. Come through spirit, you are cloaked, you are protected from this person or from this group that is very, very jealous of you, because I'm hearing that in this particular instance, dear one, this person or this group is very, very treacherous. They're dangerous, okay. And so spirit, it's almost like you guys are hidden in plain sight is what I'm hearing from spirit. They could be trying to find out where you live. They'll never find it out. Okay. They could be trying to find out where you work. They'll never find it out. Okay. Yeah. They could be trying to, listen very closely for some clues and cues in terms of where you could be, where you could live. If you guys are a social media content creator or some type of influencer, and say, for example, you're doing, what I do in the day vlogs or, my life, something, whatever vlog, spirit is saying, be very, very careful about you guys' location and about, certain restaurants or pictures or places that you go to, because whoever this person is or this group, dear one, that is very, very jealous of you, these motherfuckers will screenshot that shit, blow it up. They be trying to do all of that, this discovery investigation work and shit, trying to figure out, so she live on Martin Luther King Drive. He live on Martin Luther King Drive over here by this chicken shack place. Oh, okay. Let me screenshot this. Let me blow this. Let me run this through Chat GPT. Let me run this through Gemini. Let me see what I can find out about this hoe. Yeah, I'm gonna find out where she at. I'm gonna find out where he at. This is what it's giving. Because someone, dear one, they're very jealous of the fact that you have moved on. You have moved on without them, and you still very much so communicate, but it just ain't with they ass because you have deemed them to be unworthy and not worth your time. And so they feel as though, who do you think you are? You can't cut me off. And so by any means necessary, dear one, they're trying to get in contact with you. They're trying to push up on you. They're trying to violate your boundaries and the fact that you just don't want to be bothered. Okay. Yeah, it's giving that. Okay. But I'm hearing from spirit that you guys are very much so protected. Okay. So no worries. Okay. But also, you also want to make sure that, you're being very diligent. Okay. Don't just be all willy nilly, all online telling people all your business and this and that. Keep yourself protected and shored up. Okay. Some of you guys also, I'm hearing from spirit, you could have a new life. Some of y'all, you've had some hallmarks that you have accomplished since this person or this group that is very jealous of you have witnessed. Some of y'all, you could be a new mommy now, or a new father. You could have graduated. You could, have gotten a promotion since, okay? Some of you guys, you could have had a child, or, you could have gotten engaged, or you could have gotten married. There's some things that have happened, that have taken place. And this person or this group, dear one, they're very jealous that they're not a part of your life anymore. They can't influence you. They can't control it. They can't manipulate it, okay? And they hate the fact that they can't get in your head, okay? I'm hearing that old school song. Don't let it go to your head now. Dun, dun, dun. Don't let it go to your head. No. Yeah. Somebody, come through spirit, old school. Somebody hates the fact, dear one, that, they feel as though ever since you've left, you've bossed up to the point where, you've gotten too big for your britches, bruh. You've gotten too, you forgot where you came from, sis. And it's like they want to get into your head so bad because they want to strip all of that inner strength, all of that faith, all of that courage, all of the healing that you guys have done and worked on yourself. It's like they want to strip you of all of that and bring you back to an old version of you that no longer exists, but an old version of you that they got off on because that was when they had a little bit of control over you that they don't have now. So it's like, it's this energy, this frenzy, dear one, is what I'm hearing and feeling in the ethers. It's like it's an anxiety of just trying to get at you, trying to get access to you, trying to contact you, because they feel as though if they can call you, if they can hear your voice, or if you hear theirs, come through spirit is giving mind control. It's very weird. They feel as though, all the work that you've done on yourself, if you see this person, if you see them face to face, if you hear them, if you hear their voice, you're going to revert back to that same person that you were, that perhaps back in the day wasn't as confident, wasn't as courageous, okay? That person that, couldn't really speak up for yourself. That person that, really didn't have it together in terms of, knowing who you are. And so being able to, be that powerful manifester. They want to take you back on a timeline, dear one, where you were just getting to know yourself and know who you are and what you're working with, not like you are today. They want to bring you back to where you used to be. And they feel as though, I just got to get in contact with them. I just got to call them. So, dear one, this is a caveat for somebody. These janky motherfuckers are watching you guys. They want to be a part of your life so bad. Part of it is because they want to, partake. They want to glean off of what you got. And the other part is because they want to be known as the person that brought you back down. Brought you back down to where you once were before. So you would have to start all over again. Okay? And Spirit says it won't be so, but they're definitely trying. So these could be some people, dear one, they're constantly trying to, conjure up ways to reconcile with you, come back around. They're going to pour on the crocodile tears. They're going to do all that fake love shit. They're going to do all that, baby, we need to let bygones be bygones, because, you got my child and, I don't do that drug no, I done seen the error of my ways, I'm going to do right. Get your ass out of here. Fuck off, okay? And fuck off some more, goddamn it, okay? And vice versa if it's, a female, okay? They trying to get back in. They trying to get in where they fit in. And, it would be worse than it was before. They have not elevated. They have not changed. But they hate the fact, dear one, that they have seen you change. They have seen you elevate. And they know as the more that you keep them out of your life, out of your ear, out of your mind, out of your spirit, that they won't be able to bring you back down, okay? So they hate that, okay? I'm just really hearing this and feeling this frenzy energy of them trying to get back in, It's giving weirdo here. Like, get a life now. No mean no. Fuck off, okay? Come through, Spirit. I'm going to give you guys... Should I give them one more card, Spirit? Oh, Spirit said that's good because y'all got quite a few cards, okay? So that's a little bit of the tea, dear one. I'm going to give you guys some signs, okay? And then I'm going to move on to pile 3, okay? All right. Come through, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, and Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also hearing Virgo rising, Sagittarius moon, Leo moon, and Leo rising, Cancer rising, Aquarius moon. Thank you, Spirit. Leslie, Leilani, Veronica, Craig, David, Dion, Edward or Eduardo, Ramirez, Fatima, George, Nathaniel, Nicole, Susan. That's all I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. That could be your name, dear one. That could also be someone that is jealous of you. Somebody that you need to look out for now, okay? Because they's a hater. I say they's a hater. All right? And now, dear one, for those of you guys who chose pile 3, okay? We have let's see, what is this? We got the Seven of Wands, dear one. We got the Seven of Wands. Spirit is saying right off the bat, dear one, this is someone, dear one, they don't understand boundaries. Come through, Spirit. They don't understand that no means no. This is someone, dear one, that when you're around them, it's like you can never let your guard down because you can't trust them. If this was a person that you used to know that you now know is jealous of you, because we could also have dated people that were even jealous of us. It happens all the time, okay? They wear that fucking mask, and then it's not till after the fact that you realize that they's a crazy motherfucker, and sometimes they want to fuck you, and other times they want to be you because they're weird, okay? Come through, Spirit. But I'm hearing from Spirit that this particular person, dear one, this person or this group, they're the type of person, dear one, where they don't understand boundaries. They're always trying to push your buttons. If you say no to this person is so dumb, they'll say, maybe. No mean try harder. No mean maybe. No mean, not right now, but maybe tomorrow. They just don't get it, okay? It's like, the elevator don't go all the way up to the top. The goddamn cheese then slid off the cracker, okay? They're a few trips short of a full, a round trip, they're a few flights. They're a few flights short, okay? Yeah, they're a few sandwiches short of a goddamn picnic or a goddamn cookout. They lost, okay? They lost in the wilderness, dear one. They don't understand. It's giving that whoever this person is, dear one, I'm hearing like arrested development, okay? This person is also very emotionally abusive. They'll pretend as though they didn't hear you so that they can continue to manipulate you or abuse you or to, reject you in some type of way by pretending as though they didn't know or they didn't hear. It's giving this person is very passive aggressive because they keep continuing to want to do what they want to do, but then they're going to act like a fool and pretend as though they didn't know. Or, they'll do some stupid, janky shit. And then, try to pretend as though, oh, well, I was just trying to help. You so mean. You so evil. Or, you're just too sensitive. Nah, don't be trying to change the narrative, motherfucker. I know what you did, okay? You tried to hit me. Don't tell me you was trying to get something off my shirt, bitch. I know what the hell you was doing. This is giving, they'll piss on you and tell you it's raining type of energy. That's this person. And then when you want to check their ass, they're going to play victim. Yeah, they're going to cry wolf, okay? But all the time, they're steadily trying to violate your boundaries. They're steadily trying to, and this person, they're one I'm hearing from Spirit, they like to stir up a lot of drama, okay? This person gets very, very bored. I'm also hearing that, they could suffer from some type of chemical imbalance, okay? I'm hearing like bipolar, borderline personality disorder, okay? And also, come through, Spirit, this person, this energy, this group that's very jealous of you, dear one, is giving scammer. This person is a thief, okay? They may try to steal your identity. They'll try to steal, your swag, how you talk, how you walk, how you do what you do, okay? They may even try to steal, your business ideas, stealing your creative and intellectual shit, okay? So for those of you guys who have online businesses, for those of you guys where you're very successful, but you're surrounded by people that don't have what you have and they're very hateful and spiteful, and instead of trying to get it on their own, they're trying to take it away from you. Spirit is saying make sure that you always cross your T's and dot your I's around these type of motherfuckers, okay? Come through, Spirit. That's a caveat for somebody, okay? But that's this type of person, dear one. And then, they will always try to, act as though everybody is up against them. They are the victim. They were only trying to help. You're wrong. But then at the same time, they'll try to gather up a whole lot of people against you. So this person, they're very much so a weasel. And it's like they don't know how to mind their business. It's giving busybody. It's giving meddling all the time, okay? This person talks about you all the time. They want to know how much money you got. They want to know what you got going on, okay? They're always talking. You see all this blue here? The blue representing the throat chakra, come through, Spirit, representing the I communicate, I speak, okay? This person is always running a goddamn mouth about you, and it's giving, they're talking about you in terms of gossiping and rumors, smear campaigning. Again, they like to stir up a lot of drama. They love that drama as long as it's not pointed towards them. And then they sit back up in the cut and watch and say, yeah, I wonder how Collector gonna get out of this. Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna come back to me, and then I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna say this and do that and do that. It's like, motherfucker, get a life, get a job, get a hoe, get laid, get something, goddamn it, but get, Okay, get the fuck on and get some more, goddammit. This person is a nuisance, okay? I don't like the energy, y'all. I don't like it, okay? But that's a little bit about this person, dear one, okay? That's a little bit about this person. Also, dear one, if this person doesn't know how much you make, they'll lie. They'll lie and tell people, that you're broke, because this is going to make them sleep good at night, because they're competing with you based on your money. So they're very, very jealous, okay? Yeah, running their mouth on the phone. Dad, did you find out how much Lisa making? Girl, she said she was making 6 figures. Well, I don't see how she doing that, because that hospital and they not paying practitioners that much money. Just all up in your motherfucking business. It's like, you ain't no practitioner. How the hell you know what Lisa making? How the hell you know what JoJo making? Just running your goddamn mouth. Shut up. That's the energy here, y'all. That's the energy. Okay, let me get up off this hole. Let me give y'all some reads. Okay. This is why they jealous of you guys. All right. Next message we have cleanse, okay? Come through, Spirit. I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, right off the bat. This person or this group that is very jealous of you, they hate the fact, dear one, that in some way, shape, or form, you have really cleaned up your life, okay? Now, a lot of you guys, depending on your situation, you had to get it out the mud, boo, okay? Some of you guys, you had to learn the hard way because you didn't have no mentors. You didn't have no one to teach you. Some of you guys, you have dealt with trauma, okay? And you have had to deal with that trauma the best way that you knew how, okay? So some of you guys, you could have been, puff, pass, and you could have been hitting that blunt, okay? Yeah. You could have been doing some of this, some of that. You could have been popping pills, okay? You could have been, finding yourself having that drink of wine or that shot of Hennessy, at 12 noon, 3 in the afternoon, and then 6 in the night, okay? Whatever the case may be. But I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, come through, Spirit, that whatever that situation was that had a hold on you guys, that had a grip on you guys, that you guys have liberated yourself. You guys have done a lot of shadow work. I'm hearing you're clean now. I'm hearing you turned your life around. I'm also hearing redemption. Spirit is saying for those of you guys where this message resonates, first of all, dear one, Spirit says congratulations, okay? Second of all, Spirit says stay on the right track now. Don't go back to who you used to be. And the best way to do that is to stay out of those environments and stay away from those people who might trigger you, okay? Especially these motherfuckers that's jealous of you, okay? They will cause you to have some type of relapse or cause you to, fall backward into your old self, okay? And you've come too far for that, okay? It's what I'm hearing from Spirit. But you have someone, dear one, again, they're looking at your strength. They're looking at your fortitude. They're looking at the fact that, you guys are spiritually protected now. They could tell that some of the things that you guys have gone through, there is no way in hell that you made it out by yourself, because this would have taken the average person out. So they know you're not average. They know that something is very extraordinary about you. And not only that, you cleansed yourself. You cleaned yourself up, okay? Also, I'm hearing from Spirit, your reputation has been cleared. So for those of you guys where you had a jealous person or jealous group that was really, dragging you guys through the mud with some type of smear campaign and still trying to, talk about your past, when you don't do that anymore, when you're not that same person anymore, Spirit is saying, your name has been cleared. Your reputation has been cleansed, okay? So you can go on and live your life and do what you do, because people that are having rumors and lies and the old you keep resurfacing, I'm hearing from Spirit, these very same people will cause other people to look upon you now, and they'll see that what they are saying about you then versus who you are now is totally different. The math ain't mathing, and they'll see that, you're living in your authentic truth. You got a past. Hell, we all got a past. Everybody got a past, but your past is not your now. Okay, so Spirit is like, let them talk, dear one, because it's coming to the surface that these people that's running their mouth, meddling all in your motherfucking business, running their mouth, people are starting to look at them now and say, well, you got so much to say about Lisa. You got so much to say about JoJo. You JoJo. Let's see what the fuck you got going on. Okay, because obviously you're doing a lot of projecting. You really don't want us to look at you. That's why you're always talking about them. Okay, yeah. So they're telling on themselves, dear one. They are exposing themselves by their constant running their mouth about you and talking about the past you, because number one, they don't know who the new you is, because they're not around your ass. Okay, and then number two, they're so jealous of the fact that you have overcome, that you have cleaned up your life. You know, you cleaned up your story, and they so desperately want you to be that same old person, you know, but that's not the case. So it's like they're telling on themselves. Okay, Spirit says keep living your life, dear one. Don't even worry about these people. Okay, I'm hearing they're insignificant and they're irrelevant. Okay, these people or this person that is very jealous of you. Okay, let's find out what else they want. This is why they jealous, y'all. This is why they jealous of you. You overcomer, you. Yeah. Come through, Spirit. We have the card or the message here. Pain in reverse, dear one. Yeah, a lot of you guys, dear one, you got people that's jealous of you, or a person that's jealous of you, dear one, because they thought that they were going to break you down to the point where you would never want to love again. You like, I'm hearing fuck love. They wanted you guys to say that. Okay, they wanted you guys to never be able to get back on your feet. You know, never have any confidence in yourself, never have any self-esteem. Something that they try to do, dear one, they wanted to hurt you guys. They wanted you either to hurt you or they wanted you to hurt yourself. And I'm hearing from Spirit, it was very diabolical, because it has something to do, dear one, with that they never wanted you to come into your purpose. They wanted you to abort your mission, to abort your destiny, because these are some people, dear one, they knew that you were great. They knew that you were destined for greatness. Come through, Spirit. They knew that there was a calling over your life before you did. And so they set out early on to try to play on your top, early on to try to break you, break your spirit. If I deny them love, they gonna give up. If I don't give them their accolades, if I don't give them their flowers, if I don't show them love or support, if I keep putting all of this pressure onto them, they gonna give up. Some of these motherfuckers, dear one, they was putting so much pressure on you guys. It's like they wanted you to like lift bricks and shit, you know? They wanted you to be like, you know, like you working in the goddamn chain gang, okay? They didn't want you to have no help, no peace, no support. They wanted everything to be a struggle. And they hate the fact that you got up out of that you liberated yourself, you freed yourself from the struggle. Some of y'all, you had to do it by going off to the military. Goddamn, I can't stay here, because if I stay here, I'm going to catch a case, and I know that will abort my destiny, so I got to go. Some of you guys, you went off to the uni. Some of you guys, you just relocated. Others of you guys, you was like, God damn it, the first man or the first woman that look at me and tell me I look good and tell me, you know, they going to give me a shot and we could do this together and we could have a future, I'm going to shoot my shot, God damn it, because I got to get the hell up out of here. Okay? And so, dear one, however you got out, okay, you got out and you got away from these people. Now, of course, you know, there was some bumps in the road, okay, because, you know, that's life, okay? We take the good with the bad, okay? But the very mere fact that you guys survived, the very mere fact that, you know, now you're at a point where you could tell your own story. You don't have to have nobody tell it. You can tell it yourself, okay? You can't tell my narrative, motherfucker. You can't tell what I've been through better than me, because I was there, okay? You just a third party that looking in, but I was the one that went through it, so you shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell my own story. Come through, Spirit. And a lot of you guys, you know, you have turned, again, your pain into purpose and your purpose into profit. Something that you guys are doing now, listen here now. I'm in the ethers now. Spirit, pull me down. I don't want to be here all day. I don't want to be here all day. Shit. Okay? But I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, that some of you guys, something that you're doing or something that you will do, it's like somebody looked into your Akashic records. Somebody threw bones on your ass when you were younger. Somebody threw cards on your ass when you was younger. And yet they pretended as though that's the devil, that's evil, that's wicked. But it wasn't wicked when they was trying to pull cards and throw bones on your ass to figure out what was going on with you. Okay, clock that T. Y'all dealing with some very hypocritical ass motherfuckers. If you guys are, you know, readers now, seers now, intuitive mediums now, the very same people that's telling you that it's wrong, they've been doing it all along, but they just been sit back in the cut doing it, you know, and trying to backdoor your ass. You need to know that, okay? But you know, dear one, they saw that there was something very, very purposeful in your life that you were called to do. And they figured if they could, beat it out of you, abuse it out of you, neglect it out of you, abandon it out of you, do all of the things, dear one, that you would abort your own purpose, your own destiny. But it did not happen. Spirit kept you, Spirit cloaked you, you cried, you put in that sweat equity. Some of you guys, you was on your knees, but Spirit was like, okay, baby, crawl. You gonna make it there, just crawl. Some of y'all, you couldn't crawl, you had to get on your goddamn belly, and then you just had to scrape the floor. And Spirit said, don't give up, goddammit. I see you. We here. Scrape the floor. Okay? Some of y'all, you couldn't run. You had to hop. Spirit said, that's all right. That's all right. Hop, goddammit. That's why I gave you 2 legs instead of 1. Hop, hippie hop your ass on. We almost there to the other side. And come through, Spirit. Y'all, get me out the ethers now. Get me out, Spirit. I don't want to be here all day. But whoever you are, dear one, these people, before you even came into a fraction of who you are now, and I'm hearing they ain't even seen nothing yet, they ain't even heard nothing yet, and they already, running around like headless chickens trying to stop you, trying to, change your narrative, change your story, lie on you, smear campaign you, trying to, bring you back to a version of yourself of that no longer exists anymore, because, dear one, they know that who you are right now, you're going to help so many people. You guys are going to liberate so many people. And then on top of that, dear one, people say, you're going to get double for your trouble, okay? Not only are you going to be able to take care of your family, get the bag, take care of yourself, but you're going to help a lot of other people become overcomers and lift themselves up so that they can do the same, okay? And people hate that because I'm hearing from Spirit, they know that if they would have been able to break you down and get rid of you, it would have not only been about you, it would have been about a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of families, a whole bunch of communities. It would have been about a whole bunch of people. Like you guys were called unto the people. I'm hearing global calling. Now, I don't know if y'all know that. Do y'all know that you're destined to be in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form? You need to know that. Do you all know that a whole bunch of people gonna know your name? People that can speak your language and people that can't. Some of y'all gonna do work that you're gonna have to get translators. You're gonna have to get your work put in other languages so people can understand. This is just how deep and how global you guys are gonna be. But there was somebody, come through, Spirit. Hold me now, hold me back now. There was somebody, dear one, this person or this group of people that are very jealous of you, they knew that from the start, and they set out to try to get you to abort your own destiny because they realized that they weren't able to do it, because half the shit that you guys went through and came up out of, it would have taken out the average person. And here on top of that, not only did you come up and come out, but you cleaned up your life. You have redeemed yourself. Oh, I want you to know that they hate you. They're so jealous of you. They want to be you, and then they want to be like you, and then, they don't want you to be yourself. They don't want you to be here. It's like, I'm hearing destiny swapping. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, Spirit. Come through. I'm going to give you guys maybe 2 more cards, okay? Yeah, y'all, the hate is really real. And this is why they jealous of you with their raggedy, janky asses, okay? Now, they going to try to come back around, dear one. And I'm going to leave it up to you guys in terms of how you going to deal with these motherfuckers. But your girl Sage, I'm gangster. So I remember the times when I went through a lot of shit and I was asking people for help and they wouldn't help me. I put all of that in the back of my head. I wish a motherfucker would come back around and expect for me to help them feel entitled to what I got. And if it wasn't for God and the Most High and but God, I wouldn't even be here today. Bitch, I wish you would come back around me and hold your hand out and ask, come through, Spirit, hold me back. I will toe tag your ass, okay? Yeah, and I will lose no sleep over it, okay? No murk. Come through, Spirit. But see now, I don't know how y'all might handle the situation, okay? Maybe you might want to forgive them. Maybe you might think that they change. Maybe you might think that, a leopard can change its spots and a zebra can change its stripes. Well, whatever it is, dear one, I'm going to just, allow you to do you. But I've learned that, when you've given people enough chances to do right by you and they still choose an opportunity to do wrong, then there comes a point in time time where you have to recognize pattern recognition. If A plus B happens, then evidently it's going to lead to C. Okay, you can't be no fool out here on these streets. Okay, is what I'm hearing from spirit. So, but that's up to you guys. Okay, that's how how you want to deal with the situation. Okay, but for those of you guys where you've had a lot of people try to kick you down for a long time, and now all of a sudden they're paying attention to you now only because they see you coming up, only because they see you as a survivor, only now because they see you as worthy of having something that they could benefit from. That's the only reason why they want to come around now. Because make no mistake, dear one, these same people, they have been watching you for a long time. And you better believe that when you was down and out, them motherfuckers was placing bets on you, trying to figure out, well, how long is it going to take for her to go down? Is she going to do this? Is she going to do that? Is she going to end up on drugs? Is she going to end up, incarcerated? Is she going to end up in a psych ward? What's going to happen? What's she going to do? What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Now, they sat back and watched your ass while you were down and didn't have nobody to help you. But now that you have been lifted, come through spirit, by your ancestors, by spirit, you have lifted yourself up. You have been redeemed. You're cleansed now. You got a new clean slate, okay? You got a new mind, okay? Renewed mind, a new mind. Now, all of a sudden, dear one, they like, well, we got to get up into this shit. We got to figure out what's going on with them. Yeah, we got to get in where we fit in because, hell, we didn't think that they was going to make it. But, hell, they doing good. Lisa over there doing good. JoJo over there doing good. Shit, let me swing back around, goddammit. I want a piece of this. That's the only reason why they want to come back around, okay? You better know that, okay? Most of the people, dear one, that's going to help you guys, most of the people that's going to be a blessing to you guys are people that you're just coming to know now in your new timeline. They will not be people from your past, okay? Yeah. I'm hearing that sacred text, come out from among them and be ye separate, for what fellowship has righteousness with the wicked. Once a motherfucker show you who they are, believe them. They could change their hair, they could change their hair color, they could change their clothes and their goddamn drawers. But if the core of them is even wicked and they ain't changed, they gonna be who they are. And so now you have to recognize that and govern yourselves accordingly, especially now that you got something that's worth fighting for, especially now that you've been through the mud, you've been through the trenches, and you came out on the other side. Now you have, you got to realize that you're going forward. Your blessings are ahead of you and not behind you. All these motherfuckers that's behind you, you need to leave their ass right where they stand and right where they lay. Okay, I'm just going to tell you straight like that. Okay, because the only reason why they want to come back around now is because, you a shiny little thing now. You got it going on now. You have grown into your power now. Oh, look at Lisa. Lisa that grew into her hips and her ass, and that girl looking good now. Shit, I wasn't paying no attention to her back in the day, but damn, now I holler. No, you'll holler your ass right on over into a corner. Sit your ass down. Lisa don't want to be bothered with you now. Bye, you mud duck. Come through, spirit. All right, let me give y'all some more cards now. Give y'all like maybe 2 more, okay? Come through, spirit. Next card we have, you guys, is rejection. Rejection in reverse, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing from spirit, dear one. There is a person or a group that's very, very jealous of you, because they thought that by them rejecting you, that you would end up rejecting yourself, okay? And also, dear one, I'm hearing you flip the script, okay? By tending to yourself and focusing on yourself, I'm hearing self-love is the best love. And really learning how to, say to yourself, you know what? I'm just going to do what's best for me. I'm going to go and find my tribe. I'm going to stop trying to project my love and compassion onto other people, because I realize that everybody don't have a heart like me. Everybody don't have a mind like me. So I'm just going to move on over here. I'm going to ease on down the road, and I'm going to find my tribe. I'm going to find my people. But these people, dear one, they have taken it so personal. They think that your level up has something to do with them. They think that the only reason why you have leveled up, the only reason why you have worked on yourself is because you just want to smite them. Now, these are people, dear one, is giving heavy narcissists, is giving motherfucker, my son don't rise and set on your ass, okay? Get a life, okay? I'm leveling up because I want to for me, because I want to for, the promise that I've been told that's been over my life, and I'm going to search out that thing, and I'm going to make it work. I'm going to fight for what I believe in. I'm going to fight for what belongs to me. It ain't got a damn thing to do with you, so you can sit down. But you know, dear one, they're taking your success very, very personally. They're taking the fact that you have leveled up as a form of rejection. And because of this, dear one, they're very jealous of you, and they feel as though they have beef with you now. There are people, dear one, you would be surprised now in the energy I'm feeling here. They feel so offended by the fact that you guys have leveled up, and that leveling up means that you had to leave them behind, that, you know, they want beef with you now. They feel as though they're entitled to who you are as a person. They're entitled to your past, and they're entitled to your current, and they feel as though they're entitled to your future. They feel as though you don't have a right to reject them. See, they were supposed to be the ones that was doing all the rejection, not you. Okay, so it's giving, you know, on the one end, it's almost like, you know, they got this groupie energy. They want to be in your energy. They want to be in your inner circle. You know, they want to glean off of what you got going on, but then they still want to sun you. They still want to, you know, put you in your place. They still want to be known as the person that, you know, they don't get rejected. They do the rejecting. Okay, it's giving Delulu is what it's giving. Okay. Also, dear one, as I look at this X here, come through spirit, I'm hearing X marks the spot, okay? Someone is jealous, dear one, that you have removed yourself from the eye of the storm. You have removed yourself from some type of situation where it could have been harassment, it could have been gang stalking, bullying, I'm hearing targeted individuals. Somebody had targeted you, okay? And it was like they just wanted to make your life very, very difficult. And then they wanted to sit back and play with you and just figure out, you know, well, how long is it going to take you to figure out, bitch, that it's me that's doing this? How long is it going to figure out for you to figure out that, you know, I'm behind what happened to you. I'm behind what happened to your car. I'm behind the fact that you lost your job. I'm behind the fact that this and that happened, okay? But now, dear one, you know, because you are focusing on yourself and that focus required you to leave them behind, now they consider your success to be an affront to them, like you disrespecting them for leveling up. This person or this group is very weird now. It is giving bizarre. It's giving like they wanted to have some type of ownership over you. It's very, very weird, okay? But dear one, this is why they're jealous of you. They wanted to reject you, but hell, you ended up rejecting them. And it wasn't that you set out to do it on purpose. You just, by you choosing yourself, you automatically rejected this person, or you automatically rejected this group, okay, is what I'm hearing from spirit, okay? I'm going to give you guys one more card, okay, you guys, and I'm going to turn it loose, okay, because I feel as though I've been in the ethers for a long time, okay? Yeah, I wanted to make up you guys for the fact that even though it was beyond my control, you know, they had storms coming through yesterday and it totally knocked me off the Wi-Fi, knocked me off the live stream. So I said I'll come in, instead of doing 2 cards today, I'm gonna do 3, okay? So I appreciate you guys for coming on through, you know, coming to check out your girl, coming to get this tea that you need to set you free, okay? Yeah, so let me give you guys one more message, okay? All right, and this came out twice, okay? This may have come out for pile 2, but we have the strength card come through spirit. So I'm hearing from spirit right off the bat, dear one, there's a person or a group that is very, very jealous of you because you exude this quiet strength. You know, you're not about all that rah-rah, but when it's time for you to show up, when it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is, you're that person and then some. I'm also hearing from spirit, dear one, people are jealous of the fact that a lot of people that you choose, because now you're vetting people out. You're no longer allowing people to come into your life just based on convenience. Well, you know, I've known him since grade school. I've known her since the uni. I'm just going to keep on, you know, being their friend or this or that. Or, you know, I didn't dealt with him. I got a child with him, or I got a child with her, so I'm just going to stay with him. Nah, none of that. You guys are no longer allowing people to remain in your life, and they're not doing nothing for you, okay? I'm hearing, what have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Ooh, yeah. You got motherfuckers talking about what they used to do. That's good, partner. That was back in 2020. What have you done lately? Okay? Yeah, I'm different now. You know, things are moving forward now. You're still behind me. What have you done? Okay? Come through spirit. So, One of the reasons, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit why this person or this group is very jealous of you is because they know that whoever you guys are with, they're going to become more fortified, more enlightened, more empowered, more strengthened simply by being with you. They also know, dear one, that it don't take a lot for you to get to where you need to be. As long as you can remove, distractions, as long as you can remove stress and chaos and, pretty much people and things that no longer serve you, you gonna get to the top. You gonna do what needs to be done because you got the sauce to be the boss and you got the skills to pay the bills. Come through spirit. And they hate that, okay? You got the type of strength where you don't have to, try to, throw your weight around. You don't have to try to be nobody's bully. You ain't got to be a bully. I'm hearing from spirit, though, you will bully a bully, okay? But you're not a bully per se, okay? Yeah. And so, dear one, they're very, very envious. They're very jealous of your strength, okay? Also, there was someone, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit. This could maybe apply to one person or maybe two, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit. There was someone, dear one, that came into your life. I'm hearing who sent them. This person came into your life on a mission to try to humble you, to try to destroy you in some way, shape, or form, to try to bring you down, okay? And they thought, dear one, that, they was going to fulfill that mission. That somehow by hurting you or by getting you to abort your destiny or by setting you back or sabotaging you in some way, shape, or form, that they were going to get some type of come up, okay? It's giving ritual sacrifice, okay? But I'm hearing from spirit, dear one, whoever this person is, they did not complete the job. They did not complete the mission. Because of you guys being so high vibrational, so powerful, and yet so protected, whoever this person was that came into your life to be a straight up hater ended up liking your ass. They ended up falling for you. And they hate the fact, dear one, that you exude some type of spiritual and emotional strength, that now you have a hold over this person's mind. You have a hold, you have soothed, you have healed, I'm hearing from spirit, and you have suppressed this savage beast. This beast was coming for you. He was coming for your neck. But now is at the point in time where, he look upon you or she look upon you, and it's like they want to be with you. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to harm you. They want to be with you. Now, I would say that's a no-go, but it just speaks to the power of your energy. It speaks to the power of who you are and how you are able to cancel out hate, how you are able to cancel out, the most wickedest diabolical agenda. Come through spirit. This person can also stutter. I'm hearing Taurus, Libra, Virgo. Thank you, spirit. Yeah, but it's like, they came in to do a mission and they didn't fulfill their mission because it's like now it's like something about your love, you're being authentic, you're being who you are. You're minding your own damn business, minding the business that pays you, and staying out of trouble was enough to really, it was enough to really cause this person to think twice about their agenda, their motive towards you. And now this person, they're all messed up in the head. They're all hemmed up because, see, by all intents and purposes, they were supposed to be your number one enemy. They were supposed to be your number one op. But now they find themselves thinking about you in a way where, it's really, it goes against code in terms of how they're feeling about you. Come through spirit. It goes against, the protocol, okay? Yeah, it goes against the program now of how they were supposed to feel about you and what they were supposed to do to fulfill their mission. This person's really being plagued by their thoughts of you. And the fact that, you have gotten them to really, I'm hearing, reevaluate their life, reevaluate what the hell they got going on, reevaluate whose team they really on. Because when they was doing their dirty, grimy shit, dear one, you best to believe they thought they was on the right team. And they thought they was doing, some good by coming after you, for coming for you. And then something happened, dear one. There was a switch. There was a flip. There was a changing of the guards. And now they all fucked up in the head. And now they're just reevaluating their entire life and the choices that they have made and where they stand now. This could be someone, dear one, they were sent to hurt and harm you, but now they want to be with you. Now they love your ass. I'm telling you, it is weird, but that's what I'm feeling in the ethers. I'm hearing I definitely got to be with this person because if they could change someone like me, my God, how would I be if I'm with this person? How would I be if I come together and unite with this person? if they could do this, if they could, change my heart, if they could, keep dipping and bypassing and evading these traps and these setups that I set for them. It was a setup from the get up. But how were they able to do it? How were they able to get out? And then on top of that, how were they able to change my mind? I'm a cold-blooded motherfucker, and I take pride in that. How were they able to change me? How were they able to change my heart? Y'all got somebody reevaluating their goddamn life. It's giving a gangster, it's giving some type of mobster that is now turning over their life to spirit. And they see you as some type of catalyst for a change in their life. They see you as, okay, well, now I know that spirit exists. Now I know that there is a God. It's like you are the representation of an earth angel. And if you were, strong enough to change their heart, to get them to, turn from their wicked ways, well, goddamn, God must exist, because I'm a lethal motherfucker. I shoot and then ask questions later. I can look at a dead body and eat a sandwich and ask for somebody to pass the mayo. I don't care. I'm straight like that. But when it came to you, dear one, this person is all fucked up in the head now. They watching you now. Come through, spirit. And then I got to end this now. Bring me back down out of the ether, spirit. It's like, they look at you now, dear one, and it's like they're fascinated by you. They're trying to learn from you. You are this person's, mentor. They would never admit it. They would never let their homeboys, their homegirls, their goon squad, their network, their secret society. Yeah, they will never let these people know, dear one, how they feel about you now, and how they're watching you, not to scope you out, not to try to plot, not to try to trap you. They watching you for whole other different reasons now. And this person's head is all kinds of fucked up. This is the power of your energy, the power of your love energy, the power of your Christ consciousness is what I'm hearing from spirit. You have soothed this savage beast. Okay? All right now. That is the tea, dear one. Okay? And other people around this person, oh my God, they watching y'all now. Y'all got some monitoring spirits, because they like, who the fuck is this person? How did she manage to change him? How did she manage to change her? What he see in her? What she see in him? Or same sex, opposite sex, it all applies. Now people are looking at you like, who this bitch? Who this mofo is? Because they know that this person feels differently now. This person don't even move the same way like they used to move, okay? So they looking at you, dear one, knowing that there's something very, very special about you, okay? Yeah. Did you turn this player into somebody that now want to be a good guy? They now want to be a family man? Did you turn this goon? Did you turn this straight up killer into somebody that want to be a lover? Yeah, they want you to put your arms around them, not to choke their ass, unless they like it, but not to choke them out, but, to hug them, to love them. They have totally changed in terms of their perception of you and their perception of their reality and their perception of the creator, of God, and where they are positioned in the universe. You have totally did some type of 360-degree turn on this person's mentality. Yeah. And now the people that they used to roll with looking at this person, and they looking at you. The people that used to, send out orders to this person is looking at them, and they looking at you. The people that this person used to date and be with, and now he trying to distance him or herself away from those people. He trying to switch up his life now, is giving John Wick that now wants a family, that wants to retire. Okay? And now people looking at him, and they looking at her, and they looking at you. And they like, who this bitch? Who is this? This is what's in the energy. Okay? Come through, spirit. All right. So, dear one, that's a little bit of the tea, dear one. In terms of, this is why they're jealous of you, okay? I'm going to give you guys some signs, and then I'm going to say hi to the chat, y'all, and I'm going to turn it loose. I'm going to say hi to as many of you guys as I can. I know that there's probably a lot of people on here today, you guys. I won't be able to get to all of you guys and give you a shout out today, but I will read all of the beautiful, beautiful, lovely comments, okay? I always do, okay? And I want you guys to continue to drop your comments and let me know how the messages are resonating with you guys, okay? And yeah, also you guys, if you guys are wanting a personal reading, just still be advised that personal readings are still currently open, still currently available. And if you would like to really get down on a personal level in terms of, me helping you guys with a spiritual or personal issue, okay, all you got to do is email your girl at WIZDOM@gmail.com, okay? That's WIZDOM and sage@gmail.com, and then write personal reading in the subject line to get the party started, okay? I just want to let you guys know that I'm here for you when you need me, and you don't have to be on this spiritual journey by yourself, okay? All right, so let me give y'all some signs, okay? Thank you, Spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Gemini, and Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. I'm also hearing Taurus moon, Taurus rising, Libra rising, Cancer moon, and Sagittarius rising. Cappy, aka Capricorn moon. Thank you, Spirit. I heard Jacob, Jeffrey. I heard Kia. Somebody could have a nickname, Nene. Doris, Darlene, Gerald, Lionel, Michael. I'm also hearing Malik. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard Genevieve, Portia, Mimi. Could be nicknames, of course. Diane. Michelle. Thank you, Spirit. Those are some names that popped out of the ethers, you guys, okay? Could be your name. Could be somebody that you know that's, jealous of you. You need to watch those motherfuckers, okay? All right. So, you guys, that was the tea that you need to set you free, okay? That was pile 3. So now, you guys, let me turn my head, okay? Let me look over here at the chat. I'm going to do a few, y'all, because I know I've been up in here for a long time. Let me scroll all the way up. Let me see. Yeah, we are hour 49. Okay. We got a lot of beautiful people in here. What's up, wisdom seekers? Okay. Welcome, welcome. Okay. I hope that you guys are joining the Vibe Tribe. Okay. And pretty soon, Spirit is going to let me know. This will be the day where I'm going to pick a subby and I'm going to answer one of you guys' yes or no oracle questions for free, okay? Thank you, Yummy Kill. I believe that was your name, sweetheart, for that gift. Thank you so much, love, okay? So we have Andrew G. Yay, 6FX is exactly 100% hello. What's up, Andrew? How are you, sir? Okay. Andrew says, real recognize real. You better know it, okay? He says, damn right, icebox, okay? Yeah, and then we have Georgia Hughes, 6404. Hello, love. Georgia says, yes, a total download, a total download coward. I know all about the spells. Yeah, see, dear one, they think that they're slick, okay? They fail to realize that a lot of times they're coming at people that are just as, if not more, intuitive than they are. So I don't know why they think that they can throw shit and people not recognize it or see it, okay? You guys get downloads, you get dreams, you get visions, okay? Yeah. Absolutely. Then we have WS Betty Boop 818. I recognize you. What's up, dear? You are now officially a member of the Vibe Tribe because I see you a lot, okay? And then you said IMH. I don't know what that stands for, okay? But Dad said can't even write shit down. Okay. And then Andrew said, she said, rent free, pay me. I know that's right. And then Betty Boop has also sent those beautiful emojis that are just such the cutest, the little heart with the blue hands there, okay? Andrew says, get hit with a love spell. She tripping. Sometimes, Andrew, you gotta watch the ladies now, okay? Yeah, sometimes people don't believe in, free will and allowing you to just come to them of your own free will and express your love or be with them, okay? And then, if the situation ends and it's time for you to move on, people feel as though you don't have a right to move on. And then, they want to do those janky ass love spells. And then that's when we have to check a bitch. Okay? Yeah. All right. So Danny Lovely 70 says, haha. Okay, so there was something funny that Danny heard in the message there, okay? And then Andrew gave me the witch wand, okay? Yeah, what's up? Because we down with the shit, okay? Yeah, and then what is this? Ang Cole George 2098. Thank you a lot to Shat for that beautiful gift, sweetheart. Shapeshifter, okay, I know him or her. Okay, I'm glad that you figured out who this person is in the read that is jealous of you, okay? Because now that you know who they are, dear one, you got to protect yourself from such people. Jealous people can be very dangerous, okay? Very, very dangerous, okay? I see Queen the Empress. Greetings, goddess. What's up, Queen the Empress? How are you, love? Hope that everything is good in your neighborhood, okay? West Betty Boot says, if I could, anyone can. I'm far from perfect. I know that's right. And Betty Boop, we all have a story to tell. None of us are perfect, okay? The only difference from us and other people is that we have managed to learn from our mistakes, and we have learned to, ascend and allow those mistakes to propel us forward instead of holding us back. At the end of the day, when you strip off all of the semantics and all of the this and the that, that's pretty much the only difference, okay? So you're absolutely right, okay? Yeah. And then you says, I love a challenge. People change. Yeah, people can change. Absolutely, but you have to be discerning. But if you are, already discerning, and you can feel in a person's energy if they mean right by you or if they don't. You can tell if the tears are real or if it's a facade. We have the gifts now. You can tell all of that. So, you never have to be afraid of, the option of giving a person a second chance, because you know that you'll be able to tell from the start if they mean you well or if they're just that same regular, wolf in sheep's clothing, but they have a different outfit and they think that they're going to change, how they look, and it's going to fool you. Okay. So yeah, absolutely. And then Andrew says, got to let the scale balance. Absolutely. Yes, you do. Okay. Yeah. So you guys have some very, very beautiful, beautiful comments here. I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. I see 6 Knowledge, number 9 said gold coin for 10 jewels. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate it. Okay. I see Coach Unique. I've seen you maybe one time or two, Coach Unique. I hope to see you more, love. Thank you so much. Okay. Welcome to the tribes. Welcome to the tribe, okay? And then we have Queen the Empress. That's what all the out-of-state plates support, because each individual organization literally tries to take out chosen ones so that they can move up in ranks in their pyramid scheme for money. That is absolutely true, dear one. Those are what they call gang stalking rings. You're very correct about that, okay? Let's see. I'm going to try to scroll down to the middle a little bit, you guys. Hi, Cersei. Cersei is representing the Sage Squad, okay? Heaven's Champion says they are not family. They are a family of identity thieves and destiny swappers. Yeah. And so once you recognize that, Heaven's Champion, you know that you have to stay away from these people now, because they're very dangerous, they're very treacherous, and they won't stop. You literally have to remove yourself from them, or they'll keep coming at you, like the Terminator. Like, these people are obsessed with trying to bring you down, okay? Yeah, it's something very not right in their head, okay? It's a different level of wickedness that they got going on, okay? Yeah. All right, you guys, so I'm going to stop with the comments there. I'm going to read the rest of the comments later, okay? Again, I thank you guys so very, very much for all of your beautiful comments, okay? I thank you guys for the likes, okay? All of the newcomers, you guys are welcome, okay? You're welcome to join the Vibe Tribe, okay? And you guys continue to like, share, subscribe, leave your beautiful comments, and hype up the videos so that people just like yourself that is stumbling across your girl and seeing, me for the first time over here in my cozy corner of YouTube. newbie, they can find me and they can get the messages that they need, okay? They can get this tea that they need to set them free, okay? All right, guys. So enjoy the rest of your beautiful day, morning, evening, noon, and night. If it's storming or doing whatever type of, weather foolishness in your neck of the woods, okay? You guys be safe, okay? Be safe. Pray your prayer of protection over yourself, over your loved ones, over your home and possessions, okay? And, let it ride out, okay? All right, y'all. And so until next time, stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay great. Peace.